Over the last decade from Disney Star Wars, we've seen so many projects that get announced and then just mysteriously disappear. Sometimes they confirm that they got canceled. Sometimes, like Rian Johnson's trilogy, Lucasfilm just refuses to acknowledge the reality that it's never happening. And it looked like the Lando series that got announced years ago was on that same path. No progress had been made in such a long time, and everybody pretty much assumed that it was over. Until they made a big announcement that the Lando TV series was now a Lando movie. But with that announcement came a different one. The person who was supposed to be writing and showrunning the Lando series got fired. And the way he found out was from a social media announcement. Lucasfilm just fired a Disney Star Wars showrunner in a brutal way. And now, once again, Justin Simien, who did Dear White People and who did the most recent Haunted Mansion failure for Disney, is once again complaining about the way he was treated by Lucasfilm. Former Lando writer dumps on Lucasfilm after he was replaced by Donald Glover. I don't know why anyone would sign up for that again. And he basically comes out and makes a statement. Even if I was offered the chance, I wouldn't work with Lucasfilm. Well, it seems like they're the ones that didn't want to work with you, but it's very interesting to hear that. This whole thing comes from The Wrap. Justin Simien says he still hasn't heard from Disney about Donald Glover replacing him on Lando. The Dear White People creator tells The Wrap that finding out on social media was and remains the only official word on the studio's decision. Now, I don't think that's the right way to treat people. I think you should probably give them a heads up before you publicly fire them. And it's certainly in the months after, there should be some form of communication. But this is also a guy who, when he hadn't heard about the project in a while, decided to go out there and make some allegations. Am I too black or too gay for Lucasfilm? Imagine that. Imagine someone being too progressive or diverse for Disney Star Wars at this point in time. That's a fucking joke. But this is what this dude came out and said a few days before this official announcement happened. Am I too black? Am I too queer? Haunted Mansion director questions Disney's reasons for his replacement, talking about the Lando series. This is absolutely a dude who's no stranger to identity politics. He's also the guy who is the mastermind behind the most recent Disney failure, Haunted Mansion, a complete and total box office flop for them, just like so many other things we've seen this year. But nonetheless, here's some of what he said specifically about Lucasfilm in his new interview, in his new complaint session. Former Lando writer Justin Simien recently indicated he has no intention of working with Lucasfilm after they replaced him with Steven and Donald Glover. Again, Steven and Donald Glover are now going to be writing this thing, and it's not a series anymore. It's turned into a movie. We'll see if that ever sees the light of day. No one has too much hope for that either. Speaking with The Wrap, Simien signaled he has no interest of ever working with Lucasfilm. First, he detailed he did not receive any communication from Lucasfilm indicating he was off the project, revealing news headlines informed him of the reality. It was the first time I'd gotten any official confirmation at all about what was happening with Lando. You'd certainly hear rumors. It's a small town. Donald and I have a lot of mutual friends, so I had some idea of possibilities of what might be happening and why we hadn't heard from anybody. And he also somehow tried to compare himself to Guillermo del Toro, who also had a Star Wars project that ended up not getting made. But he does say this. He then implied he's done with Lucasfilm. But I would say, I don't know how it went for del Toro. I don't know why anyone would sign up for that again. You sort of pour your heart and soul into something and then wait for several years to find out an article that someone else is doing it. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that again. That doesn't sound fun to me at all. And remember, I think it's here in this other article. Yeah, here it is. This is, he posted on Instagram when he found out what was his statement. This is me finding out right now. Donald's a national treasure. Glad he and Steven get to carry the character forward in their way. Can't wait to see. Rooting for everybody black. Not everybody, just if you're the right skin color, I'll be rooting for you. Another social justice diversity hire for Lucasfilm that didn't pan out very well. Justin Simien no longer on the project. We'll see what happens. We'll see if this thing ever does get developed. He's still out there complaining about the way he was treated, but when you go out there and spill tea and say, maybe I'm too black and too gay, and insinuate that you're just too diverse for Disney Star Wars, it was only a couple days after that happened that this big announcement came out. Maybe that's why it all went down the way it did. What do you guys think about this? More shit in the news about Disney Star Wars. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.